There are many enchanting castles in the world, but here are 15 of them that you must see before you die. Let's get started. Number 15. Corvin Castle. Shrouded in legends and wrapped in shadows, a fortress rises from the mists of time. Its towers whispering tales of knights, kings, and betrayals. Standing proudly in Romania, Corvin Castle is one of the most important Gothic-style landmarks in Eastern Europe. A symbol of Transylvania's medieval strength. With its imposing drawbridge, tall spires, and red-tiled rooftops, the castle seems torn from the pages of a dark fairy tale. Built in the 15th century by John Hunyadi, it guarded the region against invasions and became a seat of power in turbulent times. Legend has it that Vlad the Impaler, the inspiration for Dracula, was once imprisoned within these stone walls. Here, where shadows dance and history breathes, Corvin Castle reminds us that some stories are carved not in books, but in stone. Number 14. São Jorge Castle. High above a city of sunlit rooftops and winding cobbled streets, a fortress stands like a silent guardian, watching over centuries of triumph and tragedy. In the heart of Lisbon, Portugal, São Jorge Castle is a national treasure, a symbol of the city's resilience and a gateway to its ancient past. Its golden-hued walls, sturdy battlements, and sweeping panoramic views tell stories that stretch back to the 11th century. Once a Moorish stronghold, it became the royal palace of Portuguese kings, shaping the fate of the nation. Beneath its grounds lie hidden archaeological remains, revealing layers of history from the Romans, Visigoths, and Moors. Here, as the Atlantic breeze carries the echo of distant bells, São Jorge Castle whispers that every stone holds the heartbeat of Lisbon. Number 13. Spiš Castle. Rising from a sea of rolling green hills, Its ancient walls stretch toward the sky, like a timeless crown upon the Slovak countryside. In Slovakia, Spiš Castle is one of the largest castle complexes in Central Europe, a proud emblem of the nation's medieval heritage. Built in the 12th century, its towering fortifications, stone courtyards, and sweeping mountain views once guarded vital trade routes. Over the centuries, kings, knights, and noble families shaped its destiny, leaving behind layers of history in every stone. Covering more than 4 hectares, the castle is so vast that it feels like an entire medieval city enclosed within its walls. As the sun sets behind its weathered towers, Spiš Castle stands as a silent monument to the dreams, battles, and legends of 1,000 years. Number 12. Bran Castle. Perched on a rocky cliff, framed by mist and shadow, a castle stands like a guardian of ancient secrets, its towers piercing the Transylvanian sky. Located in Romania, Bran Castle is one of the country's most iconic landmarks, forever tied to the legends and folklore of Transylvania. Built in the 14th century, its narrow staircases, hidden passageways, and red-tiled towers evoke a sense of medieval mystery. Once a royal residence and strategic fortress, it controlled the vital mountain pass between Transylvania and Wallachia. Though often called Dracula's castle, there's no proof Vlad the Impaler ever lived here. Yet the myth draws travelers from around the world. In the twilight hush of Transylvania, Bran Castle stands as a bridge between history and legend, where fact and fantasy forever entwine. Number 11. Pels Castle. Amid the misty Carpathian mountains, a palace of dreams emerges, its turrets and spires rising like a fairy tale brought to life. In the heart of Romania, Prague Castle stands as a masterpiece of royal ambition, a symbol of the nation's cultural elegance and pride. Built in the late 19th century for King Carol I, its intricate woodwork, Stained glass windows and lavish halls blend Neo-Renaissance and Gothic Revival styles. It became the summer residence of Romania's royal family, hosting dignitaries from across Europe. Prague Castle was the first in Europe to have electricity, central heating, and even a retractable glass ceiling in its grand hall. Here, where mountain winds whisper through royal corridors, Prague Castle tells a story of beauty, vision, and timeless grace. Number 10. Edinburgh Castle. Where three sea locks meet, a lone castle rises from the water's embrace, its reflection shimmering like a dream upon the Scottish tide. In the Highlands of Scotland, Edinburgh Castle is a cherished national icon, symbolizing centuries of Scottish pride and resilience. First built in the 13th century, its stone walls have seen clan feuds, Jacobite uprisings, and the fierce battles that shaped Scotland's history. Today, its arched bridge and scenic setting make it one of the most photographed castles in the world. The castle was destroyed in 1719 and lay in ruins for nearly 200 years before being meticulously restored in the 20th century. As the mist drifts over the lochs and the mountains fade into dusk, Edinburgh whispers the enduring spirit of the Highlands. Number 9. Matsumoto Castle. Against the backdrop of snow-capped Japanese Alps, a black and white fortress rises over still waters, its reflection like ink on a painter's canvas. In Japan, Matsumoto Castle is a treasured National Historic Site, celebrated as one of the country's most complete and beautiful original castles. Built in the late 16th century, its striking black exterior earned it the name Crow Castle. Designed for defense, it features steep wooden staircases, hidden floors, and commanding views, standing as a reminder of Japan's feudal past. Unlike many Japanese castles rebuilt from concrete, Matsumoto remains in its original wooden form, preserving over 400 years of history. Here, where still waters meet ancient timber, Matsumoto Castle reflects the quiet strength and elegance of old Japan. Number 8. Pina Castle. High above the clouds, where mist wraps around vibrant towers, a palace bursts with color like a dream painted upon the Sintra hills. In Portugal, Pina Castle is a crown jewel of the Romantic era, symbolizing the nation's artistry and royal grandeur. Built in the 19th century by King Ferdinand II, its mix of vivid yellows, deep reds, and intricate tiles blends Gothic, Renaissance, and Moorish styles. From its terraces, sweeping views stretch all the way to the Atlantic. On clear days, the palace can be seen from Lisbon, standing nearly 500 meters above sea level like a beacon of enchantment. In the shifting light of dawn and dusk, Pina Castle feels less like stone and mortar, and more like a dream the earth decided to keep. Number 7. Bled Castle. Perched on a sheer cliff above emerald waters, a solitary castle gazes down upon a lake that shimmers like a jewel in the heart of the Alps. In Slovenia, Bled Castle is the nation's oldest fortress, a proud sentinel overlooking one of Europe's most enchanting natural landscapes. Dating back to 1011, its red roof towers and stone walls blend seamlessly with the rugged cliffside. Over centuries, it served as a stronghold, a noble residence, and a spiritual sanctuary, guarding the island church below. A medieval printing press still operates within the castle, producing handmade prints using centuries-old techniques. Here, where mountains embrace the sky and water mirrors the soul, Bled Castle stands as a timeless guardian of beauty and faith. Number 6. Edinburgh Castle. Crowning a volcanic rock high above the city, a fortress stands against the Scottish sky, its walls etched with the stories of 1,000 years. In Scotland, Edinburgh Castle is a national icon, a symbol of strength, sovereignty, and the heart of the nation's capital. With origins tracing back to the Iron Age, the castle has witnessed royal coronations, fierce sieges, and the shaping of Scotland's destiny. Its stone battlements overlook the Royal Mile, offering sweeping views of the city and beyond. It houses the honours of Scotland, the oldest crown jewels in Britain, and the legendary Stone of Destiny, used for centuries in coronations. As the wind sweeps over Castle Rock, Edinburgh Castle stands as a living testament to Scotland's unbroken spirit. Number 5. Neuschwanstein Castle. Amid the misty Bavarian Alps, a white fairytale castle rises from the mountains, its turrets piercing the clouds like a dream made real. In Germany, Neuschwanstein Castle is a symbol of romantic architecture and one of the most famous landmarks in all of Europe. Commissioned in the 19th century by King Ludwig II, its soaring towers, painted halls, and panoramic views embody the king's vision of a medieval fantasy world. Though never completed, it remains an icon of beauty and imagination. It inspired the design of Disney's Sleeping Beauty castle, making it a real-life spark for countless fairy tales. Here, where stone meets sky and dreams meet reality, Neuschwanstein Castle proves that some fantasies are worth building. Number 4. Versailles Castle. Bathed in golden light, a palace stretches endlessly, its mirrored halls and manicured gardens telling the story of a kingdom's splendor and ambition. In France, the Palace of Versailles stands as a masterpiece of royal power, the heart of political and cultural life during the reign of Louis XIV. Built in the 17th century, its dazzling hall of mirrors, ornate chambers, and vast fountains became the stage for Europe's grandest court. Versailles shaped art, fashion, and diplomacy for over a century, embodying the height of the French monarchy. The gardens of Versailles cover over 800 hectares, with more than 50 fountains and 200,000 trees. Here, where elegance meets eternity. Versailles whispers of a time when beauty itself was the language of power. Number 3. Mont Saint-Michel Castle. Rising from the sea like a vision from a dream, an island crowned with stone spires stands between heaven and earth, wrapped in mist and legend. In France, Mont Saint-Michel is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the nation's most beloved landmarks, symbolizing faith, resilience, and architectural wonder. Founded in the 8th century as a monastery, its winding streets, towering abbey, and medieval walls have withstood tides, wars, and time itself. Surrounded by some of the most powerful tides in Europe, it appears and disappears like a mirage. During high tide, the island is completely cut off from the mainland, turning it into a natural fortress. Here, where the ocean meets the sky, Mont Saint-Michel stands as a timeless testament to human devotion and dreams. Number 2. Alhambra Castle. Beneath the Andalusian sun, a castle of stone and water glows like an ember at dusk, its walls whispering the poetry of centuries past. In Spain, the Alhambra is a crown jewel of Islamic architecture and a symbol of Granada's rich cultural heritage. built in the 13th and 14th centuries by the Nasrid dynasty. Its intricate stucco work, serene courtyards, and flowing fountains embody the pinnacle of Moorish art. Later transformed under Christian rule, it reflects a tapestry of civilizations woven together over time. Every wall and arch is inscribed with Arabic poetry, turning the castle into a living manuscript of faith and beauty. Here, where gardens bloom beside ancient stone, the Alhambra stands as a timeless dialogue between art, culture, and the human soul. Number 1. Prague Castle. High above the Vltava River, a sprawling fortress glows under the Prague skyline, its towers and spires tracing the story of 1,000 years. In the Czech Republic, Prague Castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the seat of the nation's presidents. A symbol of Czech history and identity. Founded in the 9th century, it is the largest ancient castle complex in the world, encompassing Gothic cathedrals, Romanesque palaces, and Baroque gardens. It has witnessed coronations of kings, religious processions, and political revolutions that shaped Central Europe. The castle is so vast that it feels like an entire city within walls, covering an area of nearly 70,000 square meters. As the bells of St. Vitus Cathedral echo over the city, Prague Castle stands as the beating heart of Bohemia's timeless story. From misty highlands to sunlit palaces, these castles are more than stone and history. They are living dreams, echoing with the voices of centuries. If you felt their magic, imagine what wonders still await. Subscribe and let the journey continue.